Good day, everyone. I am Tony P. This is Tony P. Oddcast. Thank you so much for pressing play. Thank you so much for watching. You want to support the show? Patreon.com/Tony P. Oddcast. And if anything, if you can, please press the thumbs up button below and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that yet. That would be awesome. All right, coming from an NBC News affiliate out of Laredo, Tennessee, we have another story about meth. Meth makes a lot of the wacky and weird news. A police department in Laredo, Tennessee is asking residents to refrain from flushing drugs, such as meth, down the toilet because, and I quote, they want the community to help prevent Meth Gators. Meth Gators! Laredo, Tennessee is worried about. Gators, alligators on meth. In the Facebook post, the Laredo Police Department wrote that on Saturday, officers executed a search warrant on a home and discovered the occupant trying to flush meth and drug paraphernalia down his toilet. That is what you do. Have you not seen Cops? Have you not seen Live PD? Have you not seen Training Day or any other drug movie? When the cops show up, the drugs go down the toilet. Although the suspect was unsuccessful, the officers used the incident to remind residents of the harm drugs can cause to the environment. I am so confused by this. So they have residents, they have people in their state, in their city, who are either on drugs or making drugs or distributing drugs. They don't want to focus on making, like, hey, don't do that, because that's bad. That's unhealthy. That is bad for the community. Instead, they want to take this moment as an opportunity to say, and I quote, our sewer guys take great pride in releasing water that is cleaner than what is in the creek, but they are not really prepared for meth. Ducks, geese, and other fowl frequent our treatment ponds, and we shudder to think what one all hyped up on meth would do. I think that's awesome. I want to know. Now I want to know. I never thought about a goose hyped up on meth, but now that you mention it, Laredo Police Department, I want to see what happens. Also, geese are vicious. So, yeah, they're probably super abusive on meth. If we defund the police, who is going to keep an eye out for meth gators? Now what do you do when a messed up meth gator is knocking on your door, coming for you? Furthermore, if it made it far enough, we could create meth gators in Shoal Creek and the Tennessee River down in North Alabama. They've had enough meth up animals in the past weeks without our help. Have they? Guys, I promise you, I follow this news. I have not seen an influx of methed up animals in the past few weeks. Lo and behold, here comes Kent Vliet, an alligator biologist and the coordinator of laboratories in the Department of Biology at the University of Florida. The dude's title is 2 sentences long. So all of that to say, he has never once heard of an alligator on meth. Now, I will say, the Facebook post mentions methed up animals in Alabama, and apparently it's a reference to a caged attack squirrel that some meth heads were feeding meth to attack people that came close to the house. So I stand corrected. Apparently there are a slew of methed up animals. This is coming from Golf News out of India. Folks, if you are a regular viewer or listener to this show, you may remember the last time we were in India, there were monkeys, and the monkeys were stealing COVID blood. Now, the story kicks off. Alcohol can have some strange effects on humans. If you drink too much, you get a little loopy. If you make a habit of it, you may find yourself physically dependent. It's not pretty when it happens to a person. Wow, that got dark and deep pretty quick. Oh, and here, I feel like that was really serious for them to try to like flip now and make it into a joke. Like, yeah, it's not pretty, you know, alcohol can have, you know, a very negative effect on people. And apparently it's also true for some animals. More monkeys. This time it was a pet monkey that has been raised to drink hard liquor. This monkey suddenly found itself without a source of alcohol and went on a rampage. The animal injured 250 people. The monkey named Kalua. Oh, see, come on. The monkey named Kalua was reportedly the pet of a man who was described as an occultist who would routinely feed the monkey booze. It's unclear why the monkey was given high quantities of booze. His owner passed away and the monkey had no one else to give him alcohol. So he went on a rampage and bit 250 people. How are you person 220 to get bitten? How do you let 200 people get bitten before you and you just hang out to get a drunk monkey bite? So the monkey has since been captured and he was put into the monkey equivalent of a drunk tank. And it was decided instead of releasing him back into the wild, he will live in a zoo where they can take care of him. This last story already comes out of Newsweek, happens in Italy, and it is thanks to my friend Charles McFall. He sent me this story, he said this looks right up the alley for your show. You can find him on a podcast called Breaking the Panel. So wherever you listen to Tony P. Oddcast, you can find Breaking the Panel. Don't stop listening. There's only one story left. Hang on. It's been an episode of hopped up, boozed up, methed up animals, and this one is no different. So we're going to play along. We're going to play a little game. We've had gators. All right. We've had gators on meth. We've had monkeys on booze. Okay. So what's left? What animal have we not covered? What substance have we not covered? I'll give you a minute to think about it. All right. You ready? The answer? Pigs on cocaine. A pack of feral hogs in Italy sniffed out, dug up, and destroyed a stash of cocaine buried in a forest in Tuscany. The stash was reportedly worth about $22,000 and had been left in a forest near the town of, oh my goodness, Montepulciano by a group of suspected drug traffickers. Suspected? They had $22,000 of coke. They're suspected. While listening to wiretaps of the suspects, authorities heard them complaining about how wild hogs had unearthed the cocaine and scattered it around the forest. Imagine not planning for that. How do you, somebody, look, I'm going to be honest. Somebody got shot because you have these mafias running these drugs and you go, hey boss, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm half Italian, so I'm allowed to do the bad accent. I'm sorry. The pigs ate all the coke. You can't, you're not getting away with that. It's unclear. Let's get back to what's important. How many feral hogs took part in the inadvertent coke bust? One can only hope it was between 30 and 50, nor is it known how their prominent snouts reacted to the drugs. As The Guardian recently noted, feral hogs are an increasing nuisance in Italy, destroying farmland, attacking people, and causing thousands of car accidents a year. The problem has gotten so bad that earlier this month, farmers from across Italy ventured to Rome, demanding the government take action against the hogs. Just when you thought it couldn't get any worse, now they are coked up. Hey, y'all, thank you so much for checking out Tony P. Oddcast. There's some links are about to pop up. There should be outtakes and the previous episode of the show. If you haven't seen it yet, you want to check it out. There they are, right there, man. Click on them and subscribe to the channel. Thank you again so much for checking out Tony P. Oddcast.